What's good, Colts fans? Welcome back to a new episode of the Horseshoe Mob Podcast, guys. Let's give it a round of applause for that. Well, that's a cheers. Round of applause. I got that too. Round of applause for us being back for another episode. And Austin, how has it been, man, since the last episode? I know we had a preseason game. How has it been since then, man?
I mean, it's been pretty good. It's been really hot outside, so that's always fun, I guess. But yeah, I mean, we got to watch football, so that's always a good time.
Hey, I got a secret I want to say. I want to let everybody know it is hot. I even have a fan on my back right now because it's hot. I have a fan that's on is got on high right now. So if you hear them in this mic, they're because I'm hot, guys, and I don't want to be streaming, sweating, like I'm a boxer or like Orlando Brown against Ray J over the weekend. So I don't want to be like that. Uh, but if you're tuning in, guys, give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment, subscribe wherever you see us at on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, all the above, guys. Give us a follow, share, like, and comment. Let us know that you're supporting us, guys. Before we get into this episode, let's talk about why we're here, guys. And that's our sponsorship, guys. It is fanbattlesports.com, where you can download us on Substack. And you can subscribe to the network where you can see all the previous episodes, all the article that was written. I had written one this morning about the guy that we signed on last night. So check that out on fanbattlesports.com. And you will be seeing some merchandise. I'm going to continue to reiterate that every week that we got merchandise coming up. So you can always support the Horseshoe Mob brand. So we appreciate your support moving forward, even now, future. We always think about you guys supporting us. So, hey, speaking of the preseason game, guys, I didn't care about who won. I don't care about who lost. Although we tied in the game where the kicker that we thought may possibly lose the kicking battle probably put himself back in front on that 61-yard field goal to tie the game in the fourth quarter. Again, I didn't care about the win. I didn't care about the loss, but we tied. We didn't win. We didn't lose. So let's go ahead and get into the preseason game against a team that we love to hate, which is the New England Patriots. Austin, go ahead and take over what you saw in that game, minus the win and the loss.
Yeah, we saw the beginning of the game. We were excited to see some rookies do some stuff. AJ Hossey looked really good. I could
Mhm.
see him starting even week one, alongside Cam Bynum. I think those two are going to be really good safeties for us. But kind of a lower rookie, as Teresa just mentioned, Curry looked really good
Mm.
on that defensive line. He got a sack. George Gums also got a sack, but Curry seemed consistent. He played late in the game, and everybody's saying, those are the guys that are fighting for a spot. And if he continues to do that, I think he's going to make this 53-man roster and potentially even get into some games with our edge position being as low depth that it is already.
So when you mentioned 55, Caden Kirby, these are his numbers he had in that game. In his first first action as a pro player, uh, regardless of meaningless or not, that was his first game as a pro player. He had six tackles, one sack, two tackles for a loss, three quarterback hits, and two pass deflections. That is good for a rookie debut in Caden Curry, the hometown kid that's from Indiana. And you mentioned George Gums, who was very disruptive, very active as well, playing for a spot as well. He played pretty good, well. Let's talk about the guy that was starting. How did he play well in your eyes? And I'll give you my take on that as well.
Yeah, I mean, you put out a post on our page. Who are we most excited to see? I said AR. Everybody that knows me knows I'm gonna be an AR fan as long as he's available to be a fan for.
Hmm.
Um, I think he started rough. He shook off some rust, and I think after that first possession, maybe first two possessions, he had a really good half. and I think he played really well. He went, I think, 11 for 14,
Yes.
which is really good, especially for him. The interception, I put that on the receiver. It wasn't the best throw ever, but it also should not have been an interception. But, other than that, I feel like he played really well.
And when you talk about the turnovers that he had, where I think it was the fumble he had with trying to do too much with the ball.
Yeah, the
Uh,
fumble the fumble is definitely his fault, but, the I don't think the interception was.
the interception, I think it was the receiver had his hand on the ball. I don't know the receiver name. I think he's probably one of those guys that's all the way on a depth chart, all the way down, all the way down. He had his hand on the ball, and he didn't complete the catch and allowed the defender to get the interception. I know it always they put that stat on for a quarterback, and it made it seem like he just didn't have command on the offense. He had some throws that he would like to have back, but 11, 14 of I think it was 145 yards, total yards, passing yards, and he had some runs in there as well. And then he came back on another drive where he not the second drive, but another drive before halftime where he snuck it in for a touchdown and put the team within like 3, maybe. I think it was like
Yeah,
unless it was 10 and
but
7, 10
yeah, we
0.
should have been winning at halftime, but
Yeah,
the refs took away that touchdown when it was clearly a touchdown.
like Teresa
No,
said,
in no world that was a fumble. Like,
right.
it does, like, at the end of the day, the score doesn't matter,
On Seth,
but that's still crazy.
was it on Seth or is that the
Yeah,
fumble on
Seth.
Seth at the goal line?
Yeah. Mhm.
I didn't see that play. What was I doing that day? I don't know. I came in watching the drive where AR scored, and I watched the game from that moment. I didn't see that turnover that self. He played. He did okay. He did decent.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
Seth looked pretty good. Yeah.
I don't think his job is in jeopardy. I know DJ getting probably making his way back, but I don't think Seth is in jeopardy of losing that running back 2 spot. Play pretty well, and another person that played well too is our tight end, Will Mallory, the guy that we forgot about. You got Mo Ellie Cox, you got Drew Ogletree, of course, you got Tyler Warren. You got, those 3 guys as your tight end. Will Mallory's been forgot about. He was essentially the MVP of the game on both sides. He was the guy. He was the offense. He had all the targets. I mean, he caught most of all of them. What you think about his performance and what you think that he could do to put himself in a position to have a spot in case we care for tight ends?
Yeah. Yeah, he played really well. He was getting open. He was doing what a tight end's supposed to do, what we've been looking for, what we drafted Tyler Warren to be for this offense. He
Mm-hmm.
was playing that role and he was doing it really well. He's not Tyler Warren. Nobody's saying he's gonna be Tyler Warren, but I'm just saying he did really well for that role. Um, you could argue he's in a better spot receiving wise than Mo Alley Cox or Ogletree,
Yes.
just based on that performance alone. Some people are saying if he could lose a few pounds and then gain a little speed, you can move him to wide receiver, and we'll talk about Keenan Allen, but he could take over that Michael Pittman spot eventually if that were to happen. I don't really see a lot of position changes happening in the NFL that really work out that well. But I mean, it's a fun idea to talk about because he I saw he tested in the draft, before the draft, the combine, similarly to Michael Pittman. So I think it's a
You
fun
said
idea.
it's Will. Will did.
Yeah.
I mean, although he's not a thin tight end, I mean, you can see we've seen George Kittle out as wide receiver. We've seen the great Travis Kelsey. We've seen Gronk out there in wide receiver. He's a big guy. Um, like you said, if he can trim down a little bit and have more speed, uh, we can definitely use that. We can use that additional weapon on offense and make this offense just that much deadlier. And I want to have a potent offense. I want to have to where defense is not just honing in on Tyler Warren, honing in on JT, honing in on Alec Pierce or Josh Downs or Doolin or even Burks. And Burks he played pretty well too. I mean, he was doing some jukes out there and making some guys miss because he got the speed. He refused to go down on that first contact. He's gonna make a guy miss every single time. I watched number 80. At first, I said, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "Who is 80? I don't know. I forgot what number he had." So I said,
Yeah,
80. Who is that? And then they got up and it said Burks. I'm like, "Oh, the kid quick for a 7 round pick." But I saw him in was it Purdue, and I saw him also in Oklahoma. So we seen that in the SEC. Uh, for the ones that are in the chat, how you doing, Teresa? How you doing, Kim? And Seth did get robbed. He did get robbed. She said, what she say? 29
29 did well too. Who is 29? Is that?
cornerback. Is that Cam? Not Cam. Cam Taylor. I'll let you
Let me
research that.
see.
He did well. I didn't see the Bryce, the
Oh,
linebacker.
Makai Blackman.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Makai
yeah.
Blackman. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
You good?
I think he had some really good plays, but he also got beat a lot more than I feel like he needed to be. But I mean, he showed last year he can be a good cornerback. And he's not a starter. So if he gets in the game, if he can just show a little bit, I think
Yes.
he's going to be fine.
I don't know what Wally did. I do know what um, Edwards did. 35. He was terrible.
Yeah,
He was terrible. I don't. What's his name is again?
Jonathan Edwards.
Jonathan Edwards. I know he was a undrafted free agent last year for us. He played some valuable minutes, and he was okay last year. But I know it's a preseason game, and you don't want to take too much into it. You want to look too much into those performances, but he looked pretty bad. He looked ugly. It looked ugly for him, for a guy. I think maybe I saw some Jalen Jones. He looked and to see him in a preseason game, it looked like he was a lost puppy. I think maybe he's probably gonna be a cut candidate along with Edwards, depending on the because we got one cornerback just suspended, right?
Yeah,
For
Cam. He's just been to one game.
Okay, so he should be back week 2. So he's gonna come back. And you got Jalen Wally, and then you got the two outside guys, and you got more guys as well. We got Jalen Jones, if he makes the roster. It's a deep cornerback group, but I don't know about Edwards. I don't know about Jonathan Edwards. I don't want to speak too soon and be negative because I'm not that type of guy. But and he got an opportunity to redeem himself against the Falcons next week. So, any other guys that we see? I mean, let's talk about the kickers. They both had an opportunity to showcase their what they've been learning or been working on in the training camp, and it was on display in New England. And my opinion is like Spencer might be back in the running, but go ahead and
Yeah, I mean that big kick he made late in the game, you can't say he's out of it. I did see an insider say it's still Groupie's position to lose,
mm,
but I don't think it's over just based on that game. They both had long kicks. Groupie missed his, Spencer made his. So to say, oh, this group's got it, I don't think that's right. I think they both are solid kickers. They're both going to have jobs whenever the season starts. So
somewhere.
may the best man win.
And
But
she's
Spencer during that game, I think played better. Obviously.
Yeah, like you said, that was a big kick. I wasn't expecting. I think they let Blake do it, and he missed.
Hmm.
I think it was like was it 60?
Yeah, yeah. They I think they both tried at 60, around 60. Groupie had the distance. It just
Yeah, and Blake it went straight straight up right. She said Owen, that's the receiver. Owen is the receiver that made
yeah.
that didn't
That's the
catch the
guy that
ball.
dropped the pass.
Yeah, that's a receiver. For as
I don't
cornerback
think
wise, huh?
Yeah, I don't think Owen had a terrible game besides that drop, but I don't think he's in the running to make any plays, meaningful plays during the season.
Yeah, I don't know
He
who that
could
guy
be
is.
a special team guy though,
Yeah, yeah.
if he
We
makes the
definitely need more
roster.
of those. I don't know if she meant. I mean, Blackman. I mean, he was okay. Um, I think. I mean, he possibly. I think we need him as a depth corner. We know how this
Yeah, I
defense
don't
look
think.
without it.
Yeah,
I don't think that I don't think he played like trash, like she said, like or like you know I don't think he was that terrible. You were talking about Edwards. 35 was bad. He was terrible.
yeah.
he was.
Neither of them had good games, but I think Blackman's going to be one of our backup cornerbacks because injuries happen, and we saw that last year. And if he needs to play, he's going to play.
I agree. I think I want to. I don't know. Who's the other running back that was nice? 42. It was nice. I don't know. He be anywhere.
Would
Uh,
that be Castles? Is
yes,
that
he was nice. He was pretty
yeah?
good.
I mean, he's a big running back. He's going to run hard, but I do think he's just a preseason guy. He's going to go either on the practice squad or be cut after this. But he's fun. He definitely hits people.
And take contact. So like him, Scottaboo, but not like him. He's not athletic or he's not as
Yeah.
talented as Scottaboo. Another thing too, I forgot to mention was the quarterback two battle. It was on full display in that game. It seemed like Riley Leonard was played like AR's first drive. But he played like that the whole second half. We couldn't get anything going other than the field goals. I don't think we even got to the 20-yard line. I think, and then we went for it, but it was just he was just out of sync. I don't. What do you think about him? And if he does he have opportunity? Because the word got out is that the team is not going to trade AR. It's been put out there now that they're going to go ahead and keep him. The assistant GM said, "Hey, we're not going to help anybody else out. We're going to make sure we keep it in house and focus on our own team." What do you think
Yeah.
about that quarterback battle?
Yeah, and after the game, a lot of people are saying the majority of the second team reps were going to AR. They're still going to be switching in and out because it's
Mm-hmm.
not the competition's not over. I do think AR won the battle during the first game, but we'll see Riley Leonard play in the first half on Saturday against the Falcons, and it could be completely different. They're playing with a few different guys. It wasn't much different group, but I do think the offensive line is a little better during the first half than the second half, so that could play a part in it. But I think as of right now, AR is ahead.
Yeah. Well, Ken, we're not saying that Riley is going anywhere because it seems like the team is going to carry three quarterbacks, so they all
Yeah,
going to be on the team. It's just that, of course, you got Jones one. It's the number two guy and then three guy. So three guy would
yeah.
be
Dodd
either AR.
said he said we're gonna keep three quarterbacks that can play. So it's not like one guy's gonna win, the other guy's gonna get cut or traded. It's there's just gonna be Jones, then two, then three.
Right. And it could be Riley two, AR three, AR two, Riley three. It could be. We don't know. And AR admitted that he said that he just wasn't himself. He had some bad plays and it just you could tell that this trade request got into him on that first, and then Russ. He haven't played in a long time. That's his
Yeah,
first
and he
action.
had the eye injury, so he
Yeah,
was out for a very long time as he's only had practice reps, and this was his first like
in
live
game.
game
Yeah,
in probably about a year. So
I mean, got to give him some type of we gotta give him some type of grace because I mean that's going to be the same thing with Daniel Jones if he don't play in the preseason game, which most likely he won't be playing in the preseason game because unless they do figure something out, he may play one possession, in the last game, week 3, I think in Cincinnati.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Unless they allow him to play in that game, but he's gonna have week 1 action against Ravens, and he hasn't played since week 10.
Yeah, but also you gotta hope that maybe if he doesn't play in the preseason, these joint practices are enough
Hmm.
like reps because in joint practices it is usually starters versus starters for the most part. So it's almost like preseason almost, but not fully.
She said, "I know I had my choice before training camp. Cut Jones. I don't know. We want to do that right now. Jones looking pretty good. I don't think Yeah, it's looking like Jones is going to pick up where he left off. I'm not saying we're going to be 8-2 beginning of this year because we got some tough games in the early on. So we got the Ravens, and then the next week we got the Chiefs. So yeah, I mean those are some great games against great team, great quarterbacks. So yeah, I don't know about that. I know you said before training camp, but y'all got hurt. When? I don't know when. When?
Nah, he's not hurt this year. He got hurt last year.
I say, let me knock on wood. Knock on some wood. Please don't say that, because yeah, the fourth quarterback going to practice squad. I don't know who the fourth quarterback is. We didn't see him.
We signed somebody. I don't remember. Stick, was it? Easton
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Stick.
yeah. He didn't play, so he might be
But I
playing.
mean,
He might play
it
on
doesn't.
Thursday.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's gonna get in the preseason games because they're saying AR and Riley's gonna split first and second half.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Let's see, play third one. I don't know. I don't. I haven't heard anything about the wrist unless something happened now while we on a live show. Haven't heard anything about current injury, but hope if he is injured that he recovered pretty fast. But I definitely want him in the lineup week one. But let's go ahead and shift from the preseason game because we saw our highs and lows. We saw the guys that we like. Unfortunately, we didn't see um, Sauce Gardner. We didn't see Mooney Ward. We didn't see C.J. Allen. Maybe we see C.J. Allen against. Um, I don't know if that's his hometown team, Atlanta. I don't know if that's his hometown team, but he played at Georgia, so maybe we see him in the homecoming of that. I think the game will be in Indy, so um, on the 22nd. So we'll be able to see hopefully he can play. But let's talk about last night. It was like a Woj bomb. If you watch basketball, you know who Woj is. Woj be up at 1 o'clock in the morning dropping bombs about a trade. Well, last night it was a bomb that Austin texted me and told me. I didn't even know. Austin texted me and said, "Hey, we got our receiver Keenan Allen, a 14-year pro. I think he made it to 6 Pro Bowls. He had several 1,000-yard seasons in his 14-year career. Only played with 2 teams, the Chargers and also with the Bears. The Bears 1 year before going back to the Chargers. Now he's reunited with his OC and Shane Steichen. Austin, how excited are you with this move? Because we posted about this and it was clickbait. So now that it's a reality, let's go ahead and talk about it.
yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this for a month, a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we knew when we traded Michael Pittman Jr., our wide receiver room, fully healthy, was still not what it needed to be. And we mentioned Keenan Allen, we mentioned Debo Samuel, we mentioned Stephon Diggs, we mentioned all these guys, and what would be good if we got one of them. We know he's old, he's older for a wide receiver, um, but he can still contribute. He showed that last season. If we like what Michael Pittman Jr. did, we're gonna like what Keenan Allen's gonna do. Um, and for the people that are saying, "Oh, this means Alec Pierce's injury is worse than they're saying," has nothing to do with Alec Pierce. It just has something to do with our wide receiver depth was not good, was not what it needed to be. People are saying, "Oh, this is going to take away from Josh Downs, Tyler Warren." No, it's not going to take away from those guys. If we're in a 2 wide receiver set, it's going to be Alec Pierce and Josh Downs. If it's 3, Josh Downs is going to move to the slot, and then we have Pierce and Allen on the outside. It's not going to affect any of those guys. It's just going to help the team elevate, and that's what we want. We want this offense to come out and score a lot of points, and he's just going to help that.
And to add on to that about Mr. Allen, he is the, the active receiver that has the most receptions in the NFL right now. That's not, I mean, it's not saying a whole lot, but the guy catches the ball. He's top in receptions. I mean, Hobbs is not playing right now, so I can't use him. But he's leader in reception as a receiver over a lot of names that we can go down the list. He had similar stats as Michael Pittman last year. I think he had 80 receptions for 777 yards and 4 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns, I think, against us. He got blew out, but it didn't matter. But the guy can make some play. He is a route runner. He don't need Reggie Wayne to teach him how to run routes. He's going to work in the short intermediate routes along with Josh Downs. Also, you're gonna have Allen Pierce and Doolin and the other guys, going vertical. But you're gonna have him out, 34 years old. You're not gonna have him going vertical. You're gonna have him in a short intermediate route where he's getting, those chain movers. You're gonna get that. I'm not asking him to come out and be the wide receiver one. We know that. We said this many times. We don't want him to come in to be a wide receiver one. Any veteran that we signed, it was Tyreek Hill. We don't want him to be. We don't want them to be wide receiver one. Just make plays when your name is called. The question would be is he going to wear number 13? Because 13 is already taken with Treadwell. So, I mean, obviously, I'm sure he'll pay him some money to say, hey, since you're on a practice squad, you're not actually on an active roster. And to have a veteran guy that's played 14 years in the league, I made this comment, say, yeah, he haven't been to a Super Bowl, but he have seen a lot of football. To have that guy in your young locker room where you got Allen Pierce, you got Josh Downs, you got Burks, you got NWI, you got Doolin. You have this guy will have all those yards, all that years and years of experience, playoff experience. You want that in your locker room. You want that. You want him to help Allen Pierce out. Hey, you can run this route this way. Hey, Josh Downs, instead of running the route this way, go that way. You're doing well. It's just like a second coach to Reggie Wayne, and Reggie Wayne would love that. So we're not saying that he's going to come in and have 1,200 yards, receiving yards, and 19 catches. 19 touchdowns and whatnot. We're not saying that. That's not what we want him to do. We want him to fill the role exactly like Michael Pittman did. Because had Michael Pittman been back, his role would have been reduced. He would have had similar yards, the 700 yards. He wouldn't have had that 1,000-yard season, but his cap would have been too high, having a lesser role, $29 million for a lesser role because Allen Pierce would have been the guy, which he is the guy. And like you said, to pick it back on what you said, this has nothing to do with injuries to Allen Pierce. This has everything to do with the guy that's familiar with the coach. Coach said, "Hey, we need to add another guy because I don't want to go out there with just Allen Pierce and Josh Downs, Doolin, Burks, Treadwell, whoever the other guys are left. I don't want to go out there because we're one receiver injury away for being mediocre, essentially." So having a guy out there that played 17 games as a 34-year-old or a 33-year-old last year and seen a lot of football, why not add this guy? I would have been okay with Debo. I would have been okay with Juju, who got cut. I would have been okay with those because he'd been to a Super Bowl. I think he actually won a Super Bowl. But he's seen a lot of football as well. He's not quite better than Keenan Allen, but another veteran guy, which we needed. So, and then that's better than the guys that they worked out the past over the weekend, where there was all no names. That was like, no way we're going to get those guys. No way. And we know that Chris Ballard known to get, shop at, shop at the flea market. But this time he went out and got a guy and paid him $8 million for 1 year. So you know that this is a real sign. This is not a camp body.
Yeah, there's also 8 million with he can make 8 million with incentives. So we're hoping that he makes that 8 million because that means he had a really good year.
Yes. And Teresa made a comment and said that we have two ladies that's active in our chat. Hey, I appreciate you guys, you ladies that's active in our chat because you guys are watching, and I know the other guys are watching. We got quite a bit of views on tonight. If you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on X, you're watching on Twitch, you name it. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a comment, share. Also, you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share as well. Let everybody know that we're on talking about this signing of Keenan Allen, a 14-year pro. We're excited to have him. Welcome to Indianapolis. Go ahead and get a round of applause. I like that. So, anything you want to add to the signing of Keenan Allen and what he brings to this offense that desperately needed.
I mean, no, there's not much, not much I want to add. I'm just, like you said, I'm glad he's here, um, and I think he's going to help the growth of our young wide receiver room. Like, yes, we have Reggie Wayne, amazing wide receiver coach, but he's going to also, like you said, appreciate what Keenan Allen's going to bring and a different perspective from somebody that's been in the league for so long and been so successful himself. So yeah, just happy he's here and can't wait to see these guys grow and be what they're gonna be.
Yeah, but great. It's exciting unit to have on Sundays. But I want to add as well, seeing the comment that we see right now with Kim, is that he didn't get injured. He played every game, I think, and he played the last game against the Texans where he got ejected. He didn't seem hurt. They said it was a cleanup. He had a cleanup procedure where I guess he wanted to do to get things down there cleaned up, and it just I guess he had a setback during this recovery stage or rehabbing. It was a setback, so it wasn't like he was just injured. He got injured at the end of the season. So I mean, I don't. Me and Austin talked about it last week or a week before that how the team has kept things away from us. I don't know if this is going to be this one of those moments where they did keep something away from us, regarding his injury, but they also stated that he should be fine and he should be ready for week 1. So I am not concerned. And if there are some concerns or if there are some changes made between now and September, which is next month, I mean, we did pick up Allen. I mean, again, he's not going to go out there and get you 100 catches for 1,000 yards, but he's gonna move the chain. He still got some, he still have something in his tank. Pause. So he got something. He still got more football left. I say that. I don't want to say in the tank because it sounds kind of suspect. I don't want you guys, pausing in the chat, but I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned about that. Just spread the defense with yeah. That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna earn his money. That's what his check or new contract is gonna be based off that. He's gonna be very vital in this offense because he is quick, and we know what Josh Downs can do. He just ain't haven't had many opportunities because of injuries that he had from himself. So if he can stay healthy, if everybody can stay healthy, which I know it's not because it is a physical sport, but if we can remain healthy, quarterback, running back, front, the both trenches, linebacker, safety, cornerback, all those guys, receivers. I think we got a shot of having a good season. Don't know what that's going to be. I think I got us winning 10 games. I think Austin got us winning 11 games. But it's not far from what we had last year. So we had injuries last year. So we was a fibula or Achilles away from having that record. So we're not. If that's going to be it for Keenan Allen, again, welcome to Indy. We're happy to have you. We've seen you a lot with the Chargers. You face us a lot, and you dominated us. You've dominated a lot of teams in the league. Now you're on our side, so we're going to appreciate you more being a coach. So we're happy to have you in there. Let's go ahead and move to our next topic, and it is JT is ranked 17th on the top 100 list. I think this is his first time being back on his list since 2020, 2021, where he had that great season, rookie season, and they put him, top 3 or top 4 that year, or top 5? Maybe top 5. I just say top 5.
Yeah, I
Now
don't.
he's back
Yeah,
on the list. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, we talked about it a little bit. Whether he would be on the list or not. We both said, yeah, he should be. 17. I mean, out of everybody in the NFL, if you're top 17, you're a really, really good player. Do I think he should have been higher? I think personally, yes. I think you can argue he's a top 10 player in the league. He can single handedly almost win a game. He's proven that last season. But 17 still really, really good. And it's obviously congratulations to JT. He's a dog. He earned his contract, like we mentioned. But yeah, just glad to have him.
I agree. Top 20 is good. Top 10 is even better. And I don't want to be on. I don't want to sound like an ungrateful fan to say, well, it's just not enough. 17 not enough. Top 10 is definitely where I think he should be. And I saw a clip before we got onto the show tonight where a rookie running back had his top 5 running backs that he had in the league, and he didn't have him in it. Not saying the list is wrong. Well, maybe it could be wrong. He said his top
Uh,
5.
I mean, if you don't have JT in the top 5 list, then it's wrong. Let's just be honest here.
Well, he had Christian McCaffrey, not number 1, but he had him. This me saying that me naming the list is not in order. He had Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Saquon Barkley. That's his 5. That's a tough list now. I think you should take
Yeah,
Henry out of it and then put JT in, but Henry deserved to be there, somewhere in there. But JT is just that much, good, man.
yeah,
It's just tough.
yeah. If I had to put a list together right now, running backs, I'd probably go Gibbs,
Hmm.
Bijan,
Hmm.
JT,
Hmm.
Saquon, CMC.
Yeah, see, that's not. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's hard to keep Gibbs out there, and it's hard to keep Robinson out there. Saquon have done enough in the league as well. I mean, as well as Derrick Henry. We're not taking anything away from Derrick Henry.
No,
He just been
Derrick
in the league.
Henry's still great,
Yeah.
especially for his age.
Yes. It's just that you can't. It's hard to keep JT off a list where, like you said, he's been dominant. I think outside of 2 years where he may have been injured or whatnot. But other than that, he had 1,000-yard season. I think 1 year he had close to 1,000. I think that's his down year. He had like 993 or something like that, or 91. It was like something like that. Whatever. I had to research that, so don't quote me there, guys. But she said, "Yeah, he is our offense. He won. He won the Atlanta game. He won that game. He won the Tennessee games, both Tennessee games, where he was unstoppable. He was just unstoppable. He won. He won us games. He won us a game against the Patriots a couple years ago, where I think it was our first win against the Patriots in a long time. But he iced that game with that last touchdown. I think it was couldn't remember the exact yardage, but he won games off his back. So, uh, whereas I don't know. I mean, Saquon won some games. I don't know. Have he won some games with the Giants in Seattle? Or not
I
Seattle,
mean,
Eagles.
he you could probably argue he has. I couldn't name you one, but
Right.
I mean, he's been so great. He's probably won games for teams.
Derrick Henry won a bunch of games, and
Yeah.
CMC won a bunch of games. I mean, and Bijan Robinson is similar to JT with the
Hmm.
Falcons. He is the offense. He is the team. Without him, there's no. I mean, Falcons wouldn't be relevant right now. And Gibbs, I mean, they got so many weapons over there, but Gibbs just make that Lions offense that much scarier. As same thing with us as well. Having JT and Keenan Allen on the team, man, that's it's like having bringing back Phillip Rivers, when he back in 2020 and he had a great year. Having a veteran quarterback, his first first season in the league. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. 17. I mean, it's he's there. It's not as bad as having Nelson 99. That's
Yeah.
Nelson. It's not
That's
as bad.
crazy.
I'm still my I'm mind blown by him being 99. 99 out of 100. That's what you came up with. I don't know, but a lot of people say that the top 100 list is trash anyway. So I'm going ahead and lean my hat on it being trash. So, um, but yeah, man. Other than that, guys, we don't have anything other than the training camp is still going. The same players are still making impacts as Tyler Warren. I think Cam Bynum had a big pick today. He had a nice pick, so he's progressing. He has the green dot. I know we haven't talked about that, but he's the green dot. We thought it was going to be C.J. Allen, the rookie out of Georgia, but it's going to be Cam Bynum. And it's well deserving because of how he carries himself and him being a leader on that defense. He has earned that right to be the green dot in that on his defense. So I'm excited for him as well. Congratulations to Cam Bynum. And then, like you said, with AJ Hawson, I'm excited to see him. He had a pick, I think, today. Or is it a clip that we seen a long time ago, or is it a different one?
I don't know if it was just a clip. or if it's from today. But yeah, I mean, it was a tipped ball, stayed with it. It was a really good interception.
Yes.
Um, yeah,
Oh,
definitely excited.
what's his name again? Mister, give me that.
Yeah, Mister, give me that.
I like that. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out here, guys. We have talked to you enough, guys. But it's also sad that we have to go and be away from you guys. But we will be back next week, same time at 9:30 Eastern time, where we're gonna give you all the content, the coach content. We're not gonna go off the wins and loss of this Falcons game. We're gonna talk about the players that impacted the game that played well. Hopefully, Caden Kerr have another game, and George Gomes have another game where they, stuff the stat sheet. So, on that note, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna let you guys know our socials, where you can find us at on social media, and also where you can find a podcast. So, Austin, go ahead.
Yeah, you can find me on X at Cookie Austin 2.
And you can also find myself on X and other social medias at I'm Josh Senior. But you can find a podcast on all the platforms that you're seeing right now on the show. If you wherever you're watching that, you can see us on all platforms at HS Mob Podcast. Again, HS Mob Podcast. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, share, comment. Also on other social medias, follow, like, share. Give us your support, guys. We appreciate your support, guys. We're going to take it out. We'll see y'all next Tuesday, man. Any setbacks to talk about the game against the Falcons, guys. So on that note, guys, see y'all next week for the shoe.
Every Tuesday night, yeah, you know the time. 9:30 Eastern, we in our prime. Talking Colts.